I'm just waiting for everybody to just come in. It's not 6 yet, but hey, how are you guys doing today? Do I sound okay? I hope my mic sounds okay. Awesome. How are y'all doing today? So, before we get started tonight, I just want to do a little bit of a warning. The planes are out tonight because I do unfortunately live by an airport. It's not too close, but they still have to fly over my place. So you may hear some planes, and my neighbors upstairs may get a bit loud. Just a disclaimer. It shouldn't be too much of a problem, but if it gets too crazy, then I might have to be like if they start fighting and stuff like that, we'll be like, we can listen if y'all want. Um, we can listen, but yeah, because they'll if they start fighting, because there'll be random moments throughout the night or day, they'll just start fighting like crazy, and I'm just like, so if they start fighting, we'll listen, but I don't know how I'm gonna be able to like come back from that. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope you guys are doing good. All right, let's see, 5:58. Yeah, close enough. So what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought there. Um, so yeah, so so I'm going to, as far as streaming goes, because I'm gonna start doing. This is gonna happen like 2, 3 times a week. I'm gonna start doing lives 2, 3 times a week now, because I want to. I want to connect with you guys a lot more. I wanted to do that like way back, like a couple months ago, but I've been so everywhere with everything, and yeah. But anyways, so I'm gonna start doing lives more often. I'm gonna try to shoot for 3 times a week, maybe 2 times a week if I can't do three. But I'm gonna try to be more on YouTube a lot more often. And I am still working on the Twitch. The thing about Twitch is, do I have to play video games to have a Twitch, or do I can just Twitch just to Twitch? That's a, I know it's a weird question, and I don't go on Twitch as all it's like often. Okay, cool. I don't have to. Okay, cool. Because I'm just like, I don't really. I'm trying to get a I'm trying to get a PlayStation 5, but that's probably not gonna happen until the end of this year. So, I mean, maybe next year. Um, so yeah, okay. I just need to know. I don't go on Twitch often. My main platform is YouTube, and so yeah, that's how old I am. Anyways, um, yeah. Oh, they do. Okay, cool. I did see. I didn't know that. Like, see, I don't go on Twitch. That's how I am. Listen, when it comes to like social media and stuff, as much as you would think that I would be as like knowledgeable about it, I'm really that like 90s kid that was just like, I remember the time we didn't have social media, and that's so I'm like, so I'm just kind of like I'm still kind of learning this whole thing too. So I'm gonna check out Twitch and do that because I'm just like, I don't do Twitch. I don't know why I don't do Twitch. Just I don't. I just there's really no reason. But I'm old. Like I'm 28. But I'm like I'm that 90s kid that was just like back in my day we used to talk on the phones, and I'm like I still do, but it is what it is. Um, right? See, I have a TikTok, all right, but like I don't. I mean, I posted on TikTok. I don't like. I told you I wasn't gonna neglect it. I said I wasn't gonna neglect my TikTok, and I didn't neglect it. I mean, there's 2 videos there, but I didn't neglect it. Um, but yeah, I'm just yeah. I'll check it out. I'll start doing Twitch um, next week actually, because I told myself February I'm gonna start doing more things now that I'm starting to feel better. Um, but yeah. So what I was gonna say originally before I went on that tangent is that for the live streams, I kind of want to just keep it casual. I'm gonna do like ASMR stuff too, like the finger flutters and stuff like that, and Reiki some videos. But like I kind of just want to have this time like to connect with you guys and just get your comments and like questions. If you have a question you want to like really ask me, super chats are the best way I can read them really quick because everyone will ask a question and it'll move really fast. And I feel bad if I miss it, and so and it also helps. Super chats really help a lot. So, but yeah, if you have a question that you really want to ask, or is there something pressing, I'll now if it's too personal, like what's your social security number? I'm not obviously not going to answer that question. I'm just gonna be like, really, dude? But if it's like what what's your favorite band and it's like what's your top five bands in the '80s, then I'll try my best to name them. But um, I'll answer the question and stuff like that. But yeah. But anyways, how many siblings do I have? I have one left. My sister passed away back in 2019. What are your personal hand signs? Okay, so that's the question I've been getting a lot. The hand signs. Okay, so when I do these hand signs, they're just kind of it's the meaning behind them is more intuitive than actual like I said like this means love, this means grounding and stuff. But like for me, it's more intuitiveness when I do them. It's nothing like there's no like it's kind of like a channeling when you're channeling energy. Some people there was this one reader on this one tarot reader. Her name's the Kind Path. She does really good work, but she has a really like when she's channeling energies. She kind of has a bit of a twitch. So whenever she's reading her cards and she's channeling energies, she kind of has a bit of a twitch. So whenever I'm doing like Reiki work or something, that's kind of like my way of channeling my energy and just kind of channeling spirit, if that makes any sense. So it to me, I can tell you this means this means this, but there's really like there's really no set meaning behind them. It's just kind of how I'm used. That's how I'm setting exactly how I'm setting my intentions and stuff like that. Um, so it's there's no like someone's like, why are you doing Mason signs? I'm like, I don't mean to, but if they're Mason signs, I guess. Favorite flower, roses. I have roses all over the well, not all over the place. I have roses all over my altar. But one of my biggest goals is to have a gigantic rose garden for some reason. I don't know. I just want one. Just be like, that's my gigantic rose garden. Um, Lame, right? But yeah, roses are my favorite flower. Thank you. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know where that came from. Someone's like, "You, why did you do Mason signs?" I'm like, didn't realize I did that, but if I did, it wasn't intentional. What's been the biggest lesson you've learned so far in journey, and what do you do? I'm learning now not to give. I'm learning now, especially now, um, that certain things don't need responses, and sometimes you just kind of have to know your own intentions. And if you know what you intended to mean when you say something, that's all that matters because you can talk to your blue in the face and people will come up with their own interpretations of stuff. And even if you meant no harm in what you were saying, someone's going to find that one thing you said, that one phrase, and they're going to nitpick it. And it's just, I've just got to a point now where I've realized that you just got to just, if they believe that, they believe it. It is what it is. That's not right. That's not cool. Um, by any chance, can you do anime roleplay ASMR? I I'm trying to think of who I can do. Like that's a really good. I'll have to think of somebody, but I'll have to figure out who I can role play as and what type of anime character I can role play as actually. Um, Favorite anime? Hmm. So I'll give you my top five. My top five are, and they're not in like one numerical order. They can go in any order, but Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, Naruto, Bleach, and One Punch Man. Those are my top five. They're not in any sort of order. They're just those are my top five. What got you into Reiki? Um, I've always been okay. So I think I talked about this a while back, but I was always engaged in the spiritual community, and I used to work with witches. I would work with Reiki practitioners and stuff like that. Just kind of like getting kind of like seeing what they do because I was always interested in doing that at some point. And so what happened was is that there was a person I met through a friend of mine, and I guess he did Reiki or whatever the case, and he was like, you seem like you would really do well in Reiki and stuff. I'm like, I guess at the time I mean, Reiki wasn't something I was really looking into. It was just something that was just there. Thank you so much, Alex. Let's see, do you have divination? Okay, I'll get to that. So yeah, Reiki wasn't something that I was really necessarily looking to get into, but it was just something that was kind of in my environment. And so, but he was just like, you would seem like you have the energy to do it. It's just like I like your energy. I was like, okay, well, if I some way down the line get there, then that's where I'm supposed to be. And so, what happened was is that I I don't know. One day I started watching ASMR. It was back in like 2011. That's when it was obscure. Like no one knew what that was. And the first ASMR video I watched was this haircut ASMR thing. I was like, this is weird, but it's interesting. And then as it went by, more ASMR artists started to come out, and then I started watching Lunanate. I started watching Cordelia Charter and all these different other Reiki. There was another Reiki ASMR artist, and she's no longer here. She doesn't have her channel anymore. It was Ocean Heart ASMR. I miss her. She was good. I loved Ocean Heart. I don't know if anybody remembers her, but Ocean Heart ASMR, I think she was, and she did really good work. Like I would watch her, and she'd calm me down. Like I would be in the worst. Like when she just, I can't find her channel anymore, and so I was just like, dang it. Like I really liked her stuff. Um, and so yeah, Heather Feather said she's an OG. Like she's been doing it. So, but Ocean Heart was the Ocean Heart, Lunanate, all these different Reiki practitioners that do their work on YouTube. I was like, let me see if I can get into that as well. And so I just kind of went based on what I learned from people that I worked with. Like I said, I've never taken a Reiki class at all. I've never gotten the certifications. That's why I can't really say I can offer classes, or if people ask if I can do like live Reiki, I can, but I'm not licensed. Like I don't have like certification to do it. So I don't want to make you feel like I don't want you to think you're getting scammed. Basically, I don't want you to be like, oh, this guy doesn't have any certification. He's gonna whatever. Um, but anyways, what was I gonna say? Someone has the videos up. Oh, they do. Okay, cool. Um, but yeah, so I just felt like let me they bring me comfort. Watching Reiki ASMR videos bring me comfort. Why don't I just do the same for other people? Um, so yeah, so address the about the methods I use for divination. I use a lot of tarot cards, and sometimes I use tarot cards and pendulums. But I also can just go based on my intuition and what I hear, what I feel. Um, and so, like, I can see a card and you feel one way about it, but if you have a different type of feeling towards the card you pulled, then it is what it is. It's basically when it comes to divination, um, it's it's all intuition, but you also have to remember when it comes to people, they can change everything. They can change the trajectory of what they're doing or where they're going. So you could predict one thing, and they can make a decision tomorrow and be like, I'm just not going to do that, and they go in a different direction. So but the main method of divination I use is like tarot cards, claircognizance, I think it's called, um, and stuff like that. So it's tarot cards are fun to read. They're fun. I just I don't know, man. Like I want so I do pick a cards, which you guys already know. I do pick a cards. I don't do them often like I should. Um, Lucia Reiki. So yeah. What I was gonna say. Yeah, I do pick a cards, but I haven't been doing them as often as I should. And the thing is that I just I don't know, just I think I'll have to just get myself into do it. Like a part of me would pick a card. It's like I can do like the ASMR stuff. It's soothing. It's fun. But pick a cards, man. They can go either way. Like you could read like really good energy, or you can get some weird wonky energy, and you're just like, what? And so yeah, what started my ASMR interest? Um, One day I had really bad anxiety, and I needed a way to find something that would make it stop. And I was on YouTube and I typed in meditation or something, and it was like this ear to ear, like real life situation. I'm like, what is this? Like, it was ASMR, but I don't know what they called it back then. Like, again, like this is 2011. Like, this is like YouTube is still, it was just like still kind of getting there. It wasn't where it is now. Like, it was just kind of like, it's getting there. But yeah, and so like I was like, let's check this out. And then I heard it, and I was just like, it calmed me down. And so I was just like, all right, man, I guess I can do this. But yeah, thank you. Um, do you do impersonations of characters? I do. Can you? I can. Um, I gotta. I gotta come up with that on the spot. Um, do I like lasagna? Yes, I like lasagna. My favorite ASMR trigger. I like. Hmm, I like lights. I like flashlights. Flashlights usually get me. Um, and I also like scissors and stuff. I like that. Um, Reiki symbols, pulling, stuff like that. Favorite ASMR creators right now? So Lunanate. Um, there's Dr. Andrew Michaels. I can't say his ASMR name. I like his stuff. Um, Ephemeral Rift. I watch. Um, let's see. Trying to think who I'm watching right now. Cordelia Charter, but she doesn't make videos anymore. At least not to my knowledge. Um, who's another one? Nicholas. I like Nicholas. Let's see. Selene ASMR. Um, let's Angelica. Um, Karuna. Yeah, there's a lot, so I can keep going. But yeah, I watch a lot of ASMR artists. Um, Blue ASMR. Um, no, Blue Whispers, Blue Whispers ASMR. Um, let's see. But yeah, I need to start like I need to start like um collaborating with more people. I'm just so like I'm such an introvert, man. It's not even funny, and I'm starting to like I'm an introvert, but I love doing uh, YouTube and stuff like that. But I'm such an introvert. If you ever meet me, um, but yeah. Um, so yeah, what was I? So here's okay. So this is what I wanted to talk about. So something that was kind of funny, but not funny yesterday. I was whatever. Favorite crystals. Let's see. Uh, Orlite 23, Moldavite, and what's the other crystal I really like? Uh, and Tiger's Eye. Those are my three favorite: Tiger's Eye, Moldavite, and Orlite 23. Um, she's good. I haven't watched her videos as much, but like lately, but she's good. Um, I don't want to say the name incorrectly. That's one of my biggest fears. I could get if I'll say someone's name incorrectly. That's how you say it. Which has happened more times than not. So yeah. But what was I gonna say? So yeah. So yesterday, I wanted to try something out because I thought it was interesting, and I was like, let's see what this happens. So I was watching a video because I'm trying to figure out how I can get more engagement with you guys and just kind of get more. interactions and stuff. Just so I'm kind of like I said, I'm still learning the process myself. Um, and so I saw this thing they were talking about, like apparently that uh, apparently there was like this, the way the algorithm was working, that apparently your community post would actually make more of an impact than your actual post. And so I was curious about that. I was like, is that true? Like, let's see what happens. And so you had to copy and paste and see like how much interaction you would get. And so here's the thing with that. It sort of worked, but it sort of didn't. So it was weird. So what happened was is that it did get a lot of interaction. I got a lot of interaction, a lot of people like voting on it, people liking, commenting, and what was weird is that I got more people voting on it and participating in that post, that strange random post, than I had in a while. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And so, but most people that were voting were people that had already subscribed or whatever. But there were people that were also saying that they were like, yeah, I've been subscribed to you for a while, um, but I hadn't never gotten a community post from you. I'm like, really? But anyways, I did get a lot of engagement from the post and whatnot, but it didn't really bring me anything beneficial. Um, it was more of like I think it pissed a lot of people off because they thought I was spamming. So I got a whole bunch of people like that just went unsubscribed, just like you you and your post. So I was just like, it had the adverse effect, which I thought somebody had posted like a comment under it. It's like, this did not go the way you thought, and they thought it was funny, and I was a little upset about it. But then I started to think about it, and then I thought it was funny because because it was just like you were just like you try one thing and you fail, and then I just started. I was like, God, don't do that again. But it was just an experiment. I wanted to see what was gonna happen. It was nothing. It wasn't really that much to how I'm saying this. It wasn't something to kind of like. I didn't take it seriously, but I was just like, why not? Um, I'm both a cat and dog person, and my dream pet, that for some reason I know if I get we're gonna argue, is a husky. But yeah, have I heard of Matt? Yes, I have. I have heard. I've heard. Um, but yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting interaction with me and Siberian husky. Yeah, they are loud. Some of them can be loud, especially when you're trying to wash them. From what I've seen, they are they're something. So I'm kind of like I want one so bad, but I'm just like I know we're gonna argue. But yeah. All right. Am I a bunny person? Yes, I am. Um, 11. Well, 111 is good. It means whatever you're trying to manifest is coming to fruition. If you see 111, it's a good thing. Um, do I have a partner? Am I? No, I'm single. Single like a Pringle. Diggity dogs. Um, and I'm starting to actually at this point, like now, I'm starting to kind of like prefer it now. Like it's at first I was just like, man, I'm 28 and I'm still single. Like, what's going on? And now I'm just kind of like, I don't really feel like kind of like I'm good. Like like it's just like it's weird. Like it's at some point like I guess like even like just like latest experiences. It's just like it is what it is. Like I'm not taking it as anything that's serious. It's just it is. It happened. It's cool. Like it's fine. I guess it is what it is. But I'm just enjoying my own company at this point, and I'm happy about it. Meaning behind 222, you're on the right. 222 means you're on the right path. What you're thinking is in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. What you're doing is in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. And if it's in regards to like if you have like a question or a word about love, it means that there will be harmony in the relationship or harmony. Whatever needs to happen to bring harmony in the relationship will bring harmony in the relationship. But the thing about like sequences of numbers, um, the thing about these number sequences is that they're they have their like basic interpretation, but you also have to go based on your own intuition about what's going on. Like let's say you're worried about something. Like I was looking at this, I was worried yesterday. Yesterday I had my little manic attack of like I'm not doing enough on my YouTube channel and that's why nobody's watching me manic attack. And so I started what was I doing? I started freaking out. Like I'm just like I'm messing up now. Like what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? And so I was just freaking out because I started losing people and losing a whole bunch of stuff, and I was just freaking out. And then so I saw this number on the license plate. I forgot what the number was, but it was like it's repeating numbers, and I went to look it up. And one of the things it said is that the things you lost will be replaced. That was one of the meanings, and it's like what you lost will be replaced with greater things. So it's some of these angel numbers are just up to interpretation, and it is what it is. Like, but it is a way of I feel like it is a way of the of source communicating with us. Like basically, you know, if we're in alignment or not. If that makes any sense. Um, but yeah, any good books I can recommend? Uh, I I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't. I one of those people that don't have that patience to sit down and read a book. I'm. I wish I did. I'm very I don't have ADHD, at least not to my knowledge, or ADD, not to my knowledge, or whatever. But I don't have the patience to sit down and read a book because I will need to get up and move or do something. Um, Favorite metaphysical store in Houston. Um, there's only okay. I usually go to the Magic Cauldron. That's usually my go-to, and it's like near in Montrose, Houston. Um, what was it? What's that spiritual store? There's one. There's a spiritual store in Spring that I want. I need to go back and check out because they had a crystal skull. They had a tiger's eye crystal skull that I wanted. Um, but there's one in Spring that I want to check out. I can't remember what it's called though. Um, and what was another thing? And there's a Mind and Body. That's it. Mind and Body. I couldn't think of the name, but Mind and Body. That's another one in Houston. That's a very they're expensive. Mind and Body is way too expensive. Like I'm like, never mind. I could just get the same stuff here and get on the internet for cheap. Like no. Um, but yeah, I usually go to the Magic Cauldron if I need anything. And there was another store I found today, but I cannot pronounce it because it's in Spanish, and I'm not good. Don't make me do that. Um, yes, I do know GB. I am very familiar with GB. Um, it's it's trend. It is true trendy, but like they're so overpriced. It's just like, why does this crystal cost this much? Like, come on, guys. Like this isn't. I just no, just no, just go somewhere else. I'll get the same value somewhere else. Come on. But that's and I've had way too many bad experiences. I've been to I went to Mind and Body twice, three times, and I didn't have a good experience at all. Like this, it's just like they gave me a gift one day. I went in for a psychic reading. I'm talking a lot. I went to a psychic reading to Mind and Body, and they gave me a gift. Right now, something told me not to open this gift. It was a bag. It wasn't like it was a like a wrapped gift, like a present, but it was like a bag. And so they gave me a gift right after the psychic reading, and they're like, "This is for you." And I felt so special. I'm like, "Oh my god!" Right? And so I get in the car. I pay for the reading. I get in the car. I already paid for the reading, so I get in the car, drive home, and I don't know what. I guess I did some homework that day, or whatever. And so 5 days later, these people call me and they're like, "Yeah, you know that bag we gave you last week?" I was like, "Yeah, um, yeah, that wasn't meant to be given to you. Is there any way you can give it back?" And so like, I'm like, so you're calling me to give you back something you gave me that you didn't intend to give me. Now, here's the thing. If I wanted to be an a-hole, I would have been like, suck it. But I know I'm one of those types of people where I'm like, if it doesn't belong to me, I don't want it. That's just how I am. I've always been that way. It's like if it doesn't belong to me, I don't want it because I don't. It is what it is. So I brought it back. I said, "Here's the bag." I never opened it. I didn't. I Something told me, something in my gut was just like, "You don't need to open that bag. Like as much as you want to open that bag, you don't need to open that bag." And I'm just like, "Yeah, I don't need to open this bag." And I just set it aside. I literally went home and set it aside. I didn't touch it. And so thank God I didn't because it was just like it wasn't even for me. So, but yeah, that was my experience with mind, body, and I was just like, I'm done with y'all. Like, just get out of my face. Um, but yeah, what was I gonna say? Someone had asked me, was I popular in high school? Um, I'll say this: everybody, most students in high school knew who I was. Most people in high school knew who I was. I hung out with different groups of people. Like I had a set clique of people. Like my clique, people knew who I was. Like that was like I had my little clique of people, which was like the art geeks, the theater nerds, me, the anime fans, the weeboos. And that was my crowd. But I was one of those types of people where I would flock to different other crowds. Like I would talk to people who were playing, or like played sports and stuff like that. I would talk to, um, you know, those the popular girls. People say like I would conversate and mix with them. Like I basically had a whole I mingled with everybody, so I was never that person that was only beholden to one place. So but I wouldn't say I was popular because I wasn't that guy that was like trying to draw in a crowd and be like, hey, Tyler's in the house. Like I wasn't that dude. Like I was just like I knew everybody. I was just like, hey, what's up, whatever. um do I play Cyberpunk? I don't have a PS5 yet, so that's not happening. I'm not trying on PS4 because apparently it's slower than molasses. Um, but yeah, do I believe in the paranormal? Yeah, I believe in the paranormal. I'm a witch. Like, yeah, well, yeah, I believe in the paranormal. Like, I make contact with the paranormal on a daily basis. It's all real. Like, it's just science we haven't really discovered yet. It's all that stuff. It's just stuff we really haven't really figured out yet, and how to measure it mathematically. But those unnatural, those weird occurrences, there's a reason behind it. We just don't know how to measure it to where we can understand it as it being a like absolute like common occurrence. So like you don't know how you can make a ghost disappear. You can get a Ouija board or whatever, but you never really know. It's like it's not something that's like it's set in stone. So because a lot of that stuff isn't like something that we can be like this will happen every time we do this. It's not a, so it is what it is. Um, but yeah. But let's see. What do you think about Scorpios? Scorpios are awesome. They're really good to conversate with. They have the best minds. They think better than they think really deep, so you can have really good conversations with. I love Scorpios. Um, Now here's the thing: people hear witch and they think that I'm like this person that like puts on a hat and does like magic spells and smoke pops up, and it doesn't work that way, people. Um, Anyone who thinks that that's how that works, it doesn't work that way. Basically, the whole concept of what I do is that I try to surround myself in the energy and in the play. Like basically, I surround my environment in the energy, as well as myself in the energy, so that way I can achieve what I set out to achieve. I still have to do the groundwork and the hard part, like put my hands in the dirt. But but what I try to do is I try to surround myself with as much positive energy as possible. There's no like me manipulating your life for like, come on guys. But yeah, I'm one of those people that are very like non-traditional. Like I'm a witch, but I'm non-traditional. Like I do like like for certain certain traditions, I'll do like certain rituals and whatnot. But it's not something that I like set by the book. Like I'm not like so dedicated to where it's like orthodox. If that makes any sense. So it's like I'll that's the best way I'll answer that question. So what did you start being a witch? This is back in, let's see, 2011. And no, that's actually, no, I take it back. It was back in 2009. Oh nine. Um, so what happened was is that so my family didn't tell me a lot of stuff. My family's actually really more spiritual and into the metaphysical than they let on. And so I didn't. They're one of those people that probably had a really strong spiritual lineage, but they never really wanted to acknowledge that that was the case. And so I kind of discovered it growing up, like when I was younger. Like I kind of found interest in myself. So when I was a kid, I always was interested in the occult. I always would read about it. You know, what things I could do. You know, how do you do this? What makes this happen? What herbs do this? What oils do that? And so I couldn't figure out why I was so interested in, but I always made sure I had some sort of knowledge. I was interested in astrology, tarot readings. My mom hated it. Um, Everything. So I was always interested in the occult and what to do. And so what happened was is that I started going and doing my own like candle spells, which didn't work at first because again I was green. I wouldn't really understand what I was doing. And so I would do like little candle magics and stuff like that, and just kind of see what would work, how it would work, and kind of teach myself different sorts of spells and stuff like that to kind of make certain things manifest. And then as I got older, and I actually worked with different witches and kind of saw what they did and just adapted from what they did and kind of learned, from different techniques. I kind of took what they did and kind of created my own style and just kind of used that for my manifestation work and what I do. But I also kind of integrate different little things that I work with. What type of deities do I work with? I work with Ganesh. I work with Ganesh like it's not no one's business. Um, I work with Shiva. I work with uh, Enlil. If you don't know who Enlil is, that's a Mesopotamian god. I work with let's see. There's another one I work with. Uh, Michael sometimes. I work with Archangel Michael. Um, um, or Michael just chooses to work with me. Like I don't like he'll work with me. Um, but yeah, I work with different. Like it depends on the deity, but like my main are Ganesh, uh, Shiva, Enlil, and Michael, or my mains, and the ones I work with. What else? But yeah, that's basically how I became a witch. And someone was saying that it's more that's the more mainstream witch. It's like, well, I've been practicing this for a while. It's not something I just did yesterday and just thought it was a good idea to do. Like I've been practicing. This is something I've been studying and reading about and actually putting in the work to learn and master what I'm doing. Like, am I like the best at it all at this point? No, I still have much to learn, but I'm actually putting in the effort now. I don't make an effort to like celebrate the holidays because that's just not where my mind is at the time. Sometimes I may be focused. Like I don't even celebrate normal holidays like Christmas and stuff like that. Like so it is what it is. Like it's not like I'm trying to offend anybody. It's just my mindset's just not there. But yeah, ever get asked the same question over and over again? Yeah, a lot about how I feel about zodiac signs. I love all zodiac signs. I love them. I love every zodiac sign. There's good. You can either function on a higher vibration or a lower vibration. It doesn't matter. You could be a person that, you can if you're a Scorpio that's functioning at a very lower vibration, then you're not going to be you're not going to be a good person. But if you're a Scorpio, you know, vibrating, um, yeah, because oh well, my bad, because I was just like, yeah, I've been practicing this for a while. Like this isn't like Hollywood stuff. Like I actually like blood magic, all that stuff. I actually do that. Like that's not like, like whatever. Um, 'Cause, like I really like I said, I do my work. Like I do my research. I'm not just claiming to do something and not do it. Like that's like I don't claim to be a Catholic. Like I was raised in the Catholicism household, but I don't claim to be Catholic because I don't really practice the religion at all. Um, but yeah, do I play Among Us? No, I don't. I don't have a PC. I have a laptop, and my laptop runs too slow. Um, Favorite Pokemon? Gengar. That's been my all time favorite. I can say a legendary too, but legendary seemed like a cop out. But Gengar has been my main favorite since Generation One, which is it's Generation One, obviously. You can okay. Am I a gypsy? No, I don't consider myself a gypsy, and gypsies are very to people who that references. They don't take that kindly at all because what it means. But I'm not a gypsy at all. But yeah, I don't consider myself a gypsy because I don't gyp anybody. Any tips on protecting your energy? Um, what I tend to do, depending on what I'm doing. So if I'm doing a clearing, I like to put I get sea salt. Sea salt is a godsend. So I try to make sure my home is protected. So I'll put like sea salt at my door. I'll put sea salt like bedroom door, every door. I'll make sure it's it's sealed. Um, get a black candle. If you can't, if there's no way for you to carve any, I carve sigils into my candles before I bless them and put them on my altar. So get a black candle. And the thing about it is with magic and stuff like that, it's the intention, it's the energy you put into it. You can say all the magic words you want, but if you don't actually feel what you're saying and actually really feel that you can manifest what you're saying, it's not going to come into fruition at all. Like it's if you can't believe it, you can't achieve it. So you just when it comes to clearing out and protection, just make sure you like I like to imagine of forming like a very protective barrier over my home, over myself. I like to cleanse, make sure there's no negative energy when I'm working. I like to, you can even bathe in some good, Epsom salt or whatever to kind of or you know just get that energy off you or whatever you need to do to kind of clear yourself out before you do that too, because everybody has different ways of working. Because certain witches work with more earth, certain witches work with more water. I work with more fire. Um, it is what it is. But yeah, but yeah, good crystal for anxiety. Black tourmaline. You want to ground. So the best thing the best thing you can do is get something that grounds you. When I'm anxious, it's because I'm way up here and I'm thinking about a whole bunch of things. And if I'm thinking about too much, I will literally start. I need to ground. So, but sometimes I'm in my own like world that I forget to ground. Like yesterday, like I said, yesterday was bad. Yesterday, man, I panic bought stocks. I panic bought stocks. um, but yeah, that's shifting is a good thing to do. Shifting in what way we're talking about here. Um, Gonna sound stupid. How do you feel that connects to all the higher level being stuff? Like, how does it manifest? It depends. It's like you kind of know your guides. Your guides will make themselves known to you when you work because you'll feel their energy. You'll know who you're working with, and it doesn't like it. The thing about your guides is that your guides tend to like it feels fine. It's normal because they've always been with you. They chose to work with you. Like I have ancestors I work with as well. It's not just deities, but I also work with my ancestors because a lot of my ancestors, like I was saying, my family didn't disclose a lot of things with me growing up about like how spiritual and how deep my ancestors really were. And so I'm figuring that out now from my own, situation. Um, Favorite spell. This is a spell that I recommend anyone do. It's a really nice spell and it benefits both parties involved. And I just did it because I thought it would be a good idea. I think I saw it on Instagram. But it was a really neat spell. So it's a money spell. So you get a candle, you dress it with whatever you feel you need to dress it with. You set your intentions, and you place about let's see $1 to $5 under it. Just get like $1 to $5 under it. You place it. You write your petition or say your intentions. You light the candle, glass in case, preferably. Don't get a freestanding because you don't want the wax everywhere. So you get a glass encased candle, green, preferably white if you can't get green. Dress it, light it, let it burn down. Place the candle when you're burning it over the money and over the intention. And when you're done, you take the money and you can either one donate it to a homeless person, donate it, or you can give it as a tip to if you go out and eat, or to a restaurant, you can tip a waitress or waiter. But basically, you're putting that money into circulation so it can help another individual. And when you put that money into circulation to help other people, it comes right back. So that's a really neat spell that I tried and I want to keep doing, because it not only does it benefit me by bringing that energy towards me, but it also helps another person. So you kill two birds with one stone, but that's not you don't want to kill birds. You basically take care of two things at once. um, but yeah, that's a neat spell that I like, and I thought it was interesting. I'm like, that's no one's ever thought of that. Um, do you have a PO box? I need to get one. I don't have a PO box because people keep saying, "Hey, I want to send you stuff." Um, do I physically see my guides? No, they won't do that. I didn't get that gift. I got the feeling that they're there. Like I got that little your hair stands up and you got the like those chills and stuff like that, or you get this emotional rush and stuff. I got that. I didn't get the sight, but I guess they wouldn't give me the sight because it'll probably freak me out as much as I smoke. Anyways, enough of that tangent. But yeah, and I haven't seen my guides and stuff like that. I work with them. I've seen this stuff happen. Like I've seen miracles happen out of nowhere, and I'm just like, yeah, I know it's them. Um, yeah, that's how I know. It's like I've seen the stuff happen. Like I've seen proof of them being there. Like they'll do something, you're just like, how the hell did you do that? And so it's just yeah. But yeah, I it is what it is. Do I believe in divination? I do. I do believe in divination. Um, but yeah, I was trying to get my hands yesterday on those I'm probably gonna say it wrong. The Doge coins. I was trying to get it, and I was, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't do it, and I was like, dang it. But yeah, I panic bought stocks yesterday. I don't know why I did that. I've always wanted to get into stocks because I want to start, you know, learning how to have my money make money. But yeah, I was like, they're like, what's this in euro? I'm like, I don't know. It's like, do you have this account? I'm like, bruh, I don't know. It's like, can I just purchase the thing? It's like, no, there's so many restrictions and this, well, you don't have this authorization. I'm like, what? So and then like I try all the trade they have, they owe. I, but here's the thing, I got, what was it, coin something? I forgot. I had downloaded that yesterday and I tried doing it. They were like, we're no longer accepting you purchases in this currency anymore. And I'm like, you can't do that. But they did. But yeah, it's my friend. I text my friend about it and we just had a good laugh. It's just so much going on. Like, Twitter has been popping this last couple of days. Like, I have no idea what's going on in the world, but Twitter has been popping. It's been ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I only donated like $20 to each. It's not like I'm gonna lose out on a whole bunch of money, but it was like it's like I did one for AMC. It was one for AMC, one for Tesla, and the other one was for Amazon. And so I just did like $20 in each one. It wasn't. It was just kind of like a see what happens. And dip my foot in the water. I actually made $9 today. So you know, it moved up. So I didn't. I made a profit. It's $9, but it's a profit. um, it's just ridiculous. But no, Bitcoin, man. I wish I would have got on Bitcoin earlier, but my mindset wasn't there. I felt so bad. I was just like, jeez Christ, man. Yeah, yeah. $9. Shit, I'm not much rich, not $9 richer, and then meanwhile, I just spent way more than that today than I should have. So I mean, anyways, it all balances itself out. Poor trying to see. Right? We trying to win too, man. We trying to win. But anyways, there was something else I wanted to talk about on the channel. So the other day, um, no, that's not, no, never mind. Not addressing that. I just thought about like that's not, it's not to be addressed. Um, Zodiac sign. I'm gonna say this one more. I'm gonna say this. This is the last time I'm gonna say it. So I am a Sagittarius sun, an Aquarius rising, and a Gemini moon. If you need to know my signs, I follow me on Instagram because they have everything. Tell us about the book that has not been written and continues to be talked about but never gets written. Yeah. Okay, we can do that. Let's do that. So, uh, so the book originally started out as me writing about these two brothers that came from the same family but were separated, and they were separated because they come from a celestial background, so they're both celestials, meaning angels. Um, but how I tie it into it, it's more of a there's more scientific like there's more of a scientific explanation of how angels exist rather than being like angels exist in this like in heaven where there's clouds and people and they have flames. It's like no, there's like no, these are actual beings with these are celestial beings, these are beings. So, but they're both kind of like they were split at birth and they were put on earth to just kind of be there and they kind of take on human form and whatever and they live their lives until at some point they have to kind of go back because something's going on and stuff like that. So long story short, you kind of find out how messed up earth really is and how many different entities and creatures are actually, I know I'm just gonna kind of get it here, but how many entities and creatures are kind of messing around with different things and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. It's a very sci-fi fantasy concept, and it's so much. And my brain has like I've thought of over a billion scenes, people. I've thought of over a billion scenes, and I cannot write this thing down. Like there's so many fight scenes that I've thought of, and I can't write it down. It's just it's fun, but it's just like my brain. Like I don't have the patience to be like I just because I'll write a whole prologue and then I'll get tired and be like I can't write anymore. Um, what's the art tapestry? That's Ganesh. Get a talk text software. I need to. My Microsoft Word expired on my computer, so I kind of been writing freehand. Like, so I'm just like, I don't feel like buying Microsoft Word. I don't know why I haven't bought Microsoft Word. It's like, it's not like it's gonna be like I can afford it. I'm just like lazy. But I'll figure it out. But no, I trust me. The book, the only reason why the book hasn't been written is pure like writer's block and laziness. Get open office. I'll check it. Okay, I'll check that out. Because yeah, it's, everyone keeps saying write the book, write the book, write the book. I'm like I don't know how. It just won't come out. It says one thing and then it goes to another. Um, how many tapestries do I have? One, two, three, four, five, five, maybe six. Yeah, five, six. I'm guessing five. I'm gonna say five. Um, Someone asked me how many lights I have in this house. I'm like, bruh, a lot. But here's the thing: I use these lights because one, they look nice, and my electric bill doesn't go up. It isn't high. Yeah, it's a moon lamp. It's actually a full moon lamp. Kind of goes with the full moon that's happening. It's still a full moon, sort of. Full moon was actually last night, but thank you. This is very cheaply done. As much as it's like I love my room, but it's just like I wish I could add more features and stuff. Um, like, do you do a room tour on your channel? Okay, y'all, that's gonna get done because that's been requested way too many times, and I don't know why I have not done a room. Well, because I was moving and a whole bunch of stuff was kind of weird. But I will do a room tour. I will make that a video that I will do. If it's not out by February, it will be out by March. But I will do a room tour because people have been requesting that for a while. But you will find out very quickly that my room is very boring, even though it has a whole bunch of lights and stuff like that. I'm very basic. And somebody was asking me why do I have the cross piercings. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I love the way I've always loved the ways these looked. That's just I've always loved the way crucifix piercings have looked. And these are, well, that one's not mine, that one's mine, that one's mine, and the one below it I did. Um, and they're just like little art paintings I did back in like college, back when I was at SMC. But yeah, someone's asking about my earrings. I just love crucifix earrings. I've always wanted them, and when I had a chance to get them, I took them. Um, is it raining where I live? No, weather's actually pretty nice, and it's cool. Yet I still have the air conditioner on. um, what did I study in college? Communications. I want to study communications and um, film and stuff like that. That's been my thing since I was a kid. I've always been that film, acting, communications kid. My mom wanted me to be a doctor. I just didn't have the, like, I tried anatomy and I was just like, I can't do this, guys. I'm sorry, I love you, but I can't. Um, and then I started acting and getting in front of people and crowds, and I fell in love with that. And so, yeah. My favorite movies. Let me go to the. So I'll go to favorite cult classic of all time, and if you put this movie on, I will sit down and watch it. I don't care what it is. Favorite cult classic, Hackers. I love that movie. It's a '90s movie with Angelina Jolie, and I forgot the other actors in it, but it's one of my favorite films of all time, and I will sit down and I will watch that film. Um, Favorite like Oscar. We're talking about like Oscar worthy, or like this type of film. Um, hmm, there's a lot because that's usually the ones I flock to because I like watching those really like those really good movies. Um, let's say this. Give me a Coen Brothers movie and I'll be good. Yeah, give me a good Coen Brothers movie and you have me happy. I'm not complaining. Um, Again, that's just like one example I can think of right now. But give me a good Coen Brothers movie, we're good. Fargo, Big Lebowski, Burn After Reading. Uh, what's the other one? Hail Caesar. Give me a good Coen Brothers movie, and I'm smiling. Like their films just do it. I don't know why. It's just, they just do it. Um, do you ever get overstimulated from bright lights and stuff? Mm-mm, I don't. Um, I like oh, like flashlights, bright lights and stuff. I like lights. Lights tend to make me. I haven't like I never had an issue with lights and flashing and stuff like that. Thank God, because I like lights. Um, but yeah, what do you like to do in your spare time? I like to. Well, I tend to just think of different things when it comes to like what type of videos I want to do. Like, I really just pretty much put my most of my time in just kind of coming up with different ideas and stuff, and kind of like planning out um, different things. But usually for my spare time, I'm just chilling out, watching stuff, exercising when I can. Um, Try to focus on getting my health together and stuff like that. That's pretty much what I do. Yeah, you can ask questions. Um, I'm trying to like if I miss your question, forgive me. Like I said, if you have a pressing question you really need to ask, super chat it. Like, and not only will I get to the question, but it also helps. So if because people will ask a whole bunch of questions and it'll move up really fast, and I don't mean to neglect it, but I can sometimes can't catch it. Um, but yeah, thank you. I heard it's raining in California. That's really strange. I'm like, raining in California. What's going on? I forgot what it's called. I'm like, all right. Um, Thank you. I am. I've always been a very unique individual. People have told me that. Will we see the charge? Ugh, ugh, the jar. I don't know what I did with the jar. Like that, the jar that should not be. Are we talking about the jar that should not be named, or what the contents of it should not be named? I don't know what I did with that. I was like, I just like that. Um, you may get it back. It may come back. Oh, that's what. Yeah, it may come back. It may come back. Thank you. Um, well, somebody asked me a question and I just completely missed it. I apologize on that. Mm. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's just it's I don't know why. It's just second nature. I just keep dealing with it. Yes, I did. My top five are Cowboy Bebop, One Punch Man, Naruto, Bleach, and Samurai Champloo, and they're not in that order. So those are my five favorites. You can put Full Metal Alchemist as a like a number six if you if it's kind of sitting out there because I love the concept of the show. Um, but Brotherhood was just I got it's just so long and it's like okay, um, but it's I like it. I enjoy it. I'm trying to finish. What's your zodiac sign? Uh, follow me on Instagram. You'll have all of it. So let's see. I forgot what I was gonna say. Lost my train of thought. Oh well. Any tips on getting into meditation? Um, thing about meditation, and this is something people don't understand. You don't need binaural beats. You don't need people like you don't need a certain thing or mindset to properly meditate. You just got to get yourself in a space where you can simplify your thinking. And you can meditate by just like you ever so if you drive, I don't know if anyone so some people drive, some people don't drive, but if you drive and you're listening to your favorite song, right? And you're zoned out and you're completely zoned out, that's meditation because you're no longer in your you're no longer you're you're processing things. You're kind of in your own zone. When you're in your own zone, that's meditation. Um, do you ever astral plane or leave your body? I think I have done that a couple times, but I haven't learned to control it. Um, you caught Attack on Titan? I am caught up to this. I'm at the final season, but like I watched that first episode. I'm gonna have to catch up on it a little bit more. I'm not totally caught up, but I'm on the final season. I'm there. I just haven't watched the recent episodes yet. But the first episode of the new season threw me off because I don't know. Wait, what's going on? But I'll tie it all in. It'll tie itself in eventually. It's my first time being live. No, I've been live before. I've actually been live a couple times. I just haven't been doing it as much as I should. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna I'm gonna get a Twitch set up next week's or yeah next week's February. So I'm gonna get a Twitch set up next week, and that's gonna be fun. Um, but yeah, thank you so much. And like I said, so okay, so this is what I wanted to address. So people, I love. I by the way, every one of you guys who are subscribed to me know this. I love the out of every single one of y'all. You guys are the best. Every single one of you guys are the best. I love y'all so much. And so I've had subscribers ask me like, you know, where are the ads? Where are the ads? It's like y'all, I don't know. It's like I don't know. YouTube has their way of doing things, and I put them there, but it is what it is. But yeah, people kept asking me about that. I'm like, I put them there. They just kind of they'll decide whether they want to put them in the video or not. And so it is what it is. But you guys are the best. I love you guys so much. You guys, I notice how you guys look out for me too. You guys are the best. You guys are just awesome. Um, now I don't know if that was a gunshot or firework. I'm pretty sure that was a gunshot. If you didn't hear that, good. But yeah, this is a very interesting place. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, and trust me. I've lived in Los Angeles. That stuff don't freak me out no more, sweetie. I'm like, oh, another. But yeah, you heard it. It's like, I'm like, let's. So I posted that on what was it, New Year's Day? I'm going over an hour. I posted that like New Year's Day. I was like, is it? So yeah, I was like, is it like gunshots or is it or is it like fireworks? You really couldn't tell. So I'm just like, hmm, mysterious. But no, I'm so callous to stuff, y'all. It ain't even funny. That's just it's like yeah, bruh, real stuff going down outside, man. You know, that's the real. Did you vote? Of course I voted. Mm, yeah, it's stuff. I mean, it is what it is, man. The Tiger King. No, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. When the Tiger King hit and everybody was on that wave, I was just kind of like. But Carol Baskin, that woman, for some reason, finds her way in like she just finds her way in random things. Like you'll be reading something like Carol Baskin, like what, why is she here? Or I'll be like looking at an anime or something or whatever, and you just get this random like Carol Baskin, like Carol Baskin, what? That's not happened yet. I'm just kind of over exaggerating with that one, but it's just like she'll pop up in the most random places. I'm like, why is Carol Baskin here? Like, so I didn't watch Tiger King, but it haunts my life, and I don't understand why. She's become an icon at this point. At this point, like, did she get somebody else eaten? Like seriously, didn't she get somebody else eaten like a couple months ago? If I'm not mistaken. And I'm like, man, how do you not learn your lesson twice? Old hat. I think she did. No, probably not. If not, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take it. Yeah, I think she got somebody else eating. I'm like, dang, Carol, man, old habits die hard, huh, sweetheart? Um, um, who do I like? Trump. We're not having that conversation here. That's gonna open a can of worms that I'm not trying to get into. Blowing that out. Um, because no, we're not having no. That no political stuff. I don't do political stuff. We keep everything. I want to keep as comfortable here as possible. No political stuff. Um, but yeah, crumpets. I have I had crumpets before? Short answer is no. Yeah, but we're not going to go any further than that. But yeah, crumpets. Yeah, I like crumpets. um, but yeah, man, it's hard out here, man. You know, Dogecoin is soaring. Gunshots going outside my window. Man, 2021 is already going out with a bang. Um, do I like avocados? I like avocados to an extent. I'm not that like guac. Like I don't eat guac like it's nobody's business, and I'm not like the one to like claim I love avocados. Like I'll eat them. You know, they'll be like, oh, this is pretty good if I'm craving it. But it's just like I don't like. I had a boss that would eat it straight. I can't. I'm like, how do you eat avocado straight? I can't do it. But she's like, no, it's good. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Like she'd have a spoon, she'd salt it or whatever, and just go to town. I'm like, avocado toast. I had it once and it disappointed me. But I guess, but again, it probably was the place I was at. It was probably at the restaurant I was at. They didn't know what they were doing, and there's probably a place with a whole like a lot better avocado toast. But the one I had, it wasn't that great. Um, let's see. Mm, let's see. Has some season. Let's see. Avocado and salmon. I'll try that. That actually sounds pretty good. Strange. I like that. Actually, avocado and salmon. It sounds pretty good. And now my stomach's talking, so you're making me hungry. Favorite fashion style? It depends. Um, for me, I would say I like business casual to just plain casual. So it's like I can go business casual where it's like I'm professionally dressed, but I look, it's not so professional that I look like I'm going to like the Oscars or something like that. But it's nice to where it's clean and it's sharp. But I also like dressing pretty like just comfortably and just like this like tulle shirt with like I throw on. That's just kind of my stomach talks too much. That's what my stomach does. Favorite top 5 music artists. Tool is obviously top 5. These are not in the same genre. I'm gonna name 5 artists that are not in the same genre. So if you're like, that doesn't. So Tool, because they've obviously influenced anything I pretty much listen to. Let's see. 1975, because they really, I don't know, I love all their albums. Um, let's see, what's another one? Uh, Jeez, because I listen to a lot of music. Let's go with what I'm listening to right now. So right now I'm gonna do I've Roosevelt. Been listening to a lot of Roosevelt lately. I've been listening to a lot of like I said, 1975, Tool. What's another? I'm trying to two more. Um, a lot of these artists are old, so you guys wouldn't know who these people are, and I'm just kind of like, should I name these people? Franklin D. Roosevelt. No, there's an artist named Roosevelt that is really good. Like I recommend checking him out. Like he, not Franklin D. Roosevelt. um, let's see. There's another artist I've really been listening to. A lot of techno and stuff like that, trance, EDM artists like that. Yeah, I, no, it's just I can't think of it. There's so many. Like I listen, like my music will rap. I listen to rap. I do. I listen to a lot of '90s. Like I listen to a lot of '90s rap. A lot of the today's rap. I'll listen to it, but for me to be like I know this artist like that. Like I can name like I mean I can name a lot of recent artists, but like for me to be like I listen to them religiously. Um, Tupac. Yeah, I was listening to Tupac today. What are you talking about? Yeah. Tupac. Nate Dogg. All these guys. Like, I was listening to Nate Dogg today. Like stuff like that. Like I listen. Like I said, I my music preferences goes everywhere. Do I listen to ASMR? Of course. Um, yep, I do. Nate Talib, of course. Um, like I listened to, like I said, I was listening to, what's another one? The Roots, like Outkast, Gangstar, Onyx, all that stuff. Do I like reggae? Yes, I do like reggae. Favorites, if let's see what we were saying. Um, Somebody asked another question. Do you listen to the Lumineers? Yes, I do. Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator, he is something else. I listen to him, but he's something else. Like there's certain songs I'm like, man, yes. There's certain songs I'm like, man, what? But yeah, what's your favorite biome? Jungle, desert, sea, forest. I would say it would be the forest. Frank Ocean. I listen to Frank Ocean. Um, yeah, it was a good. Yeah, Cleopatra was a good album. I really did enjoy that album. Let's see. No, I don't. I didn't. I don't know who. Giveon. I don't know. Giveon. Giveon. I don't probably didn't say that right. Meaning I don't listen to him. Do I listen to metal? Yes, I do listen to metal. Um, let's see. Do you make music yourself? I wish I did. I wish that's one of my biggest regrets. And then people are say you can always get into music. It's fine. But like I wish I would have gotten into music um, younger and learn. I don't know how to play an instrument. I can sing to some degree, but I can't play an instrument. I wish I did. That's why I wish I got into music a lot younger and learn how to play an instrument. But it's what it is. I was singing a couple minutes before I went live. I started singing, but I feel like if I I don't know. Uh, Thank you. Uh, what was I saying? Hold on. No, might as well, because I keep saying I can sing, but no one actually heard me sing before. So I'm gonna sing. So why not? Let me try it. Let me sing a snippet of something, and you guys kind of judge based on that if I can sing or not. Um, but yeah, anyways, I'm just a little snippet, nothing more than that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. What song am I gonna sing? Give me a second. Let's see. Okay, I might mumble, so just deal with it. Sorry. All right. Uh, it's. Let's see. Okay, yeah. I'll blank on the band. It's called Brand New. Okay. So yeah. So this is a song from that. From what was it? Brand New. That's another one of my favorite bands. Which, yeah. Anyways, let's see how this sounds. Um, uh, do you have the words to make the hidden door open? Can never be heaven without you. Never be heaven without you. Never be heaven without you. So that's, yeah. That's my singing voice. But yeah. It's like I said, I can sing, but I get nervous with it sometimes because like I've the funny thing is I've sang in front of people. Like I've done like musicals and stuff, but like when I get put on the spot, my brain goes like, eh. uh, but yeah, like if you met me in person, like if you've got a System of a Down voice. Oh man, oh hold on. I'm trying to think of what was no System of a Down, man. Really? Uh, Thank you. I'll take it as a compliment. Singing bowls. Y'all, I actually had set aside. I was gonna get one of those singing bowls where you can, the ones that you can put light under, like the lights under it, and like the crystal singing bowls. I'm gonna get those because someone requested that as well. I'm gonna get those like crystal singing bowls, and I'm gonna put like the lights below them. There's an ASM artist that does that where he has like these sets of singing bowls, and it's beautiful. Some of you guys already know about it. I just yeah, Jimi Hendrix. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? What else? I had so many topics that I wanted to talk about, and then like when I usually get on here, things just kind of go. Whew. Favorite witch warlock portrayal in the media. Uh, I'm trying to think of something where I can be like, if this is the closest thing I can think of as being a like what witches would be. Um, that's hard because I would want to say like I love how they portrayed like Sabrina, but the problem with it is that they made it too over like the whole like witches worship Satan. Like that's not accurate. Like that's not all accurate. Like some do, some don't. Some really this and it's just kind of like but I like the aesthetic. I'll say that. I love the aesthetic that they brought to it. Like the whole like, his style, his bohemian style. That's I like that aesthetic. But yeah. Magicians. I actually need to get into it. It's on Netflix. I have to catch up on it, but I'll check it out. Do I like rock? Yes, I do. Philosophy, yes, no. Is it a favorite? I like philosophy. Um, a favorite philosopher? I haven't really thought about that one yet, but I do enjoy philosophy. I do love talking about it. It's a very interesting topic. I, I, I took a class. I took a philosophy class, and I kept like me and the professor would just kept talking. So, um, spirituality. We can talk about spirituality. I haven't done that. I've been on for like 80 minutes and I haven't talked about spirituality yet. Um, but yeah, so in regards to spirituality, um, what I so hey stomach. Um, there are two things I love about the spiritual community and spirituality in general. One, I love how people are really starting to kind of like enjoy the beauty within the culture of spirituality and the spiritual culture. But I also really love that they're very a lot of it's very accepting. It's very open for people to kind of like learn themselves and figure out their their path and stuff like that. But sometimes spirituality, I think a lot, especially in the spiritual community, it can get really over glamorous. If that makes any sense, like people glam it up a lot. Like they make it seem like so. In other words, I'm gonna say this. It's just like there are certain aspects about spirituality that we tend to really make priority rather than we like actually focus on what it's actually about. Spirituality, especially for me, the reason why I chose to really claim that this is something that I walk is because it's really about self-discovery and figuring out what path and what truth is right for you and understanding to value not only your truth but the truth of others. And even if that sounds like that's a pretty simple explanation, you have to undergo so many spiritual transformations in so many different situations in your life that's going to have to get you to that point where you're basically the Karen's on Crystal Instagram, something like I wouldn't. Yeah, but but I won't say it like that because it's not just Karens. It's like some I fall victim to it too sometimes. Like especially when it comes to like certain things like candles and stuff. I fall victim to it sometimes, but um, it's just I feel like a lot of especially in the pick a card community, it's a lot of people are so focused on the glam of it, and it's cool, like it's beautiful. I don't mind that, but there's a whole side to spirituality that people like in other words, it hurts. Like when you really get walk that path, it's gonna hurt because you're gonna have to go through a whole bunch of stuff. You're gonna have to rip a bunch of ego out and a whole bunch of crap and deal with a whole bunch of like really shadow work. It hurts. Like this is not a comfortable type of decision to make. It's like you know like I said, I was raised in I was raised in a Catholic household, and so you do something wrong, they're like, well, just go to confession, confess your sins, and if you're sorry, you'll be forgiven. Spirituality is not like that. It's like, okay, you made a mistake. Now you have to learn why you should have made the mistake, and there's a possibility that you're gonna, and how you learn from that mistake is that someone could do it to you, and then you realize that that's why you shouldn't do that. That's spirituality. And so it's just like, yeah, you made the mistake. That's bad. That's okay. That's okay. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. But now you got to learn why you shouldn't have made the mistake. And that's the universe saying, this is why you shouldn't have done that. And that's how it is. So that's, and so that made more sense to me because it's like, it makes you understand that you never truly like, every action has a reaction, every cause has an effect. You don't just like move and nothing happens. Like when you move, the air and the particles around you move with it. You can't see it, but you do it. So it's like that made more sense to me than being like, I'm sorry I did something wrong. um, Deleting karma. Here's the thing. So yes, I believe in karma to certain levels. Karma, people think, when you think of karma, you think of like, if I do something, if I let's say, if I steal from you, something of equal and opposite reaction will happen to me eventually. Is that true? Yes. How is that true? Every action you take has an energy, has an equal and opposite reaction. So the energetic reaction to which you take, it affects the other person, but you also have another energetic reaction that happens to you. So in other words, when you punch a wall, you don't only just you know administer force when you punch, but that force also comes back to your hand. So that's why you feel pain when you punch a wall, because that same force gets sent back. So with that knowledge, when you do wrong to somebody else, you're seeing that same equal and opposite reaction to yourself. So in other words, you're tarnishing somebody else's kind of like energetic makeup, and you're also tarnishing yourself. So you're branding yourself with that sort of energy. So what happens is you attract what you put out there. So when you put that out there, you put that same energy back on you. So now you have that energy on you saying, "Hey, I screwed somebody over. How are we going to balance this out?" And so if you look at the way energy works, just scientifically, energy will try to balance. It always naturally tries to balance itself out. So if something's out of whack, it's gonna do whatever it has to do. So when you have that energy that's saying, "Hey, you need to fix this issue," and it knows it, it's gonna do that, and it's gonna attract situations to balance it out, and that's how you learn lessons. So that's like when you're like, "Why did this have to happen to me?" Well, your energy didn't. You obviously didn't have the. You were ignorant to something that you need to know, and energetically, your energy was like, "Yeah, I don't know about this. Like, bring something for me to learn it, and so I can understand it." And so what happens is it, and that's what happens. So karma does exist, but it doesn't have. It's not something that people think karma is like, well, if what you do comes back on you. But it's not something that's like. It's not malefic. It's just science. It's just like it's neutral. Like if you do good things come back. If you do bad things come back. But it's not like you know. There's instant karma where you like I've had instant karma happen to me before, but that's just because my guides are a-holes. Sometimes it's like if I do something wrong, my guides will be like, "Oh, you did something wrong." Instant karma. Um, but yeah, that's happened before, and I haven't, and I actually, it's not instant, but I call it instant karma because it's just like it happened right when I did it. So, anyways, there was this one instant when it kind of did, where I was like, I guess I did something where I kind of cut somebody off or whatever, and I knew I was wrong, but I was trying to get to a place real quick, and I did something. I cut somebody off, almost got them in an accident, and this was like years ago. And then I went to turn, and guess what? I ended up getting in the accident. They didn't, but I did. I almost caused them to get in an accident, but then I ended up getting in one. So, um, it is what it is. But that was one of those things where I was like, dang, that's instant karma. Um, it is what it is. But no, karma really isn't instant. All like it's not instant. Like this is just it's pure energy. Everything what you do, it's what you put out there is what you're gonna attract. That's what the whole thing of karma is. Um, so yeah, like and again, you also have to look at the intentions of the person, like the intentions of why they did what they did. So like that's the thing I also I go by, especially as me being me. I always go by the concept of someone's actions and their intentions, not just the actions. Because if you just look at the actions, you're not going to get only half the story. You need to see what their intentions were um, with the action. So that's one thing I go by, especially when it comes to just kind of like do I watch any spiritual YouTubers? I watch a lot of spiritual YouTubers. I watch, like I said, Luna Nate's one. I watch, let's see, uh, a lot of card readers. I watch a lot of card readers. Um, there's a couple people I've watched to kind of learn um, different types of spells that maybe I hadn't been. I want to try to integrate and kind of make my own. But yeah, I stay on the spiritual community like, but I watch so many I'll watch so many at a time that I'll be like I won't be able to keep up with it. But yeah, but what time is it? It's 7:25. We'll go till about 8. Um, I'm sorry. Let's see. Do I believe in zodiac signs? I do believe zodiac signs are okay. So here's how I understand astrology. Um, so when it comes to astrology, I don't think these zodiac signs are basically roadmaps to the energy that is present when you're born. It is there's no in other words, the planets don't directly affect you. All right, there's not like the moon doesn't just beam on you and you're like a Sagittarius moon. Like it doesn't work that way. But what it is that the planets are in certain alignments. That there's a certain energetic presence that's on Earth, and based on your position or where you are on Earth, that's the energies that are present upon you being born. So when you're born into this Earth, those energies that are present affect you because you're fresh, you're just out. So what astrologers do is they go based on your time of birth, when you came into the world, when you came out of the womb into the world, what energies were present at the time, and how does that affect you and your life going forward? And that's basically what astrology is. It's just a roadmap. It's not like the planets directly attack you, and that's what happened. Like Saturn's not like, I'm Saturn, I'm restrictive, and I'm screwing you over. It's not that. It's like, this is what was going on. This is how the energy was moving when you were born. That's how things were flowing. Jupiter's energy was causing this to do that, this, that, whatever, and that's why you're the way you are. And you just kind of, this is how you adapted to your space. And so, what people use astrology to do to predict is kind of see what energies are kind of like at play based on the planet's positions, to basically kind of, dictate what's going to happen next. Can they be 100% right? Nobody can be 100% right, but they go based on energetic basically what's going on energetically based on the alignment of the planets. That's astrology. So I believe on it. I do believe in it. I just believe that people label it pseudoscience because we don't really have the like scientific measurements to prove that this is happens. This happens all the time, every time, no problem. Phosphorus reactions. Oh wow, that question. I'm sorry, it disappeared. Um, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, like I said, I always think anything in the metaphysical, it's or paranormal. It's just stuff we haven't been able to like have occur so frequently to where it's a science yet. But there's a science to it. There's a explanation to the occurrence. But because we're unable to have it occur as often as we can, and we can't measure it, like you can't measure, like you can kind of measure, the energies when the ghosts are present, like the jumps and spikes and stuff with the temperature and stuff like that. But to really have a set, like there's a ghost standing right behind, like I can see the figure. We don't have the technology to kind of have that there yet. So if once we develop that, then you know and so it's like, and same thing, like people, like a couple years, not a couple years, but like let's say about 10, 20, 30 to 30 years ago. 30 years ago, people thought aliens were just some, like that's just something that's on sci-fi channels or TV shows or movies. And we just got kind of confirmation that they exist. So it's just like, you know, it it's all there. It's just that whether you're going to be like, is there is there a way to figure it out to make it um, happen? Recent election, I don't talk politics here. No politics. Mm-mm. I I just died. That's a rule that I want to keep. I don't do politics. I have my version of politics. I know everybody has their beliefs. There's some people who aren't agreeing with what I believe. I don't want to offend anybody. I really don't. I just not there. But yeah. But yeah, yeah, it's spirituality is it's a good way to figure. It's if you want to learn about yourself, if you want to dive deep in yourself, if you want to kind of figure out who you are as a person and where you feel your purpose lies on this planet. Spirituality is beautiful. It's beautiful, and it helps you kind of um, because I'm an awesome guy. That is why it's in your recommended. I am an awesome guy, and I love you. And the fact that you're here, I love you for it. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I'm ignorant to who that is. I'm not gonna lie. And if and I probably and you probably like explain it, and I'll be like, oh, that's who that is. And so if that's the case, as of right now, straight off the bat, name wise, I'm ignorant. Um, but yeah. What else? What else could we talk about before I have to go in like 30 minutes? Um, does your drawings are those your drawings in your room? Yes. Okay. So the one at the very top right here, that's not mine. I bought that one. But these, like, excuse me, that one there, that one there, that one there, and the drawings there are mine. Those are mine. Um, yeah, I haven't drawn in a while, which is strange. I haven't had the urge to draw, which I don't know. But yeah, what else? What else are we doing today? Um, do you sell your art and merch? I don't sell my art, but I need to start selling merch. I just haven't had a chance to get to that yet. Um, I promise, guys. I'm gonna be better. I know I've been kind of terrible with a lot of things, like especially like my channel, like the fact that that you guys are as good as you guys are, I love you so much, but I need to do better. Like I know I do. Um, so yeah, especially with like connecting and stuff, because I'm an introvert. Like this is the one thing you'll learn about me. It's like I prefer being at my house. Um, Yay! Well, Morgan, you're here, and I love you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Um, you're loved and you're welcome here. You're always loved and welcome here. Um, have you ever seen Demon Slayer? I actually that was actually one of my the next one that was the next anime I was gonna get into. I haven't seen that one yet, but that's my next one. I was trying to catch up on Hero, My Hero, and then that was gonna be my next one, Demon Slayer. That one, and there was another one my friend recommended me. I can't think of right now, but I'm gonna check those out. I've been you show up so much. Yeah, really? I don't know. What I mean by better? I mean like so. I'm gonna say this. I feel like I just feel like I need to do better. I need to do better with interaction. I need to do better with a lot of things. Like I see all these other YouTubers, like really, twitching like 3 times a week and stuff like that, and I'm just like, what am I doing? Um, so I feel like I need to do better with engaging because um, a lot of like I'm starting to notice like I'm paying the price for it now. Like people are like I'm not getting as much engagement in my videos because of or I'm not getting as much like viewership and stuff because I've been like kind of like I don't engage, like I don't do anything. So I feel like I need to do better so that way people have a reason to kind of want to watch my videos rather than be like, oh, it's just there. Um, so yeah, so I just feel like I need to do better with connecting with you guys. Um, what kind of ASMR do you prefer to view? I like. It depends. I tend to go towards the doctor role plays. I like doctor role plays for some reason. I don't know why. Um, doctor role plays and Reiki videos. Those are my two favorite. Good night. Oh no, it is something I'm aiming to improve, and the reason why I'm aiming to improve it is because you kind of have to have some sort of a present. Do I have a job outside of YouTube? Mm-mm. This is what I'm doing. This is kind of what I want to do. This is what I've wanted to do. But it's not like I said. I don't just want to do YouTube. I want to do other things with this. But just YouTube is kind of where I'm. It's my ticking point. It's like kind of where I want to kick off from, and then kind of go from there. But you got to start somewhere. But no, I'm doing YouTube is doing pretty good for me, and it's I can't complain. Like it's um, so yeah. I mean, and then, like I said, I know I like me. I like I like doing this. So the fact that I'm a very um, I'm hard on myself, very hard on myself. When you That's just how I am. So when I feel like I'm lacking or slacking in something, it's like no, you gotta do better. So it's just like me. I know my engagement has been crap. It's been complete crap. I'll like you guys will comment on my videos and I'll love them. Like and I read your comments. Believe me, I do. But I never really like. Sometimes I may message comment back. Sometimes I don't. And it's not that I don't not acknowledge that they're there. It's just that I'm just so introverted. I'm so introverted. Um, but no, I want to build a relationship with my audience. I want to build a relationship with you guys, and stuff like that. How do I deal with being so hard on myself? I don't know, man. It's something you develop. So I had very strict parents, or mom. I had a very strict mom, and so when you grow up in a household where you have a lot of expectations and a lot of stuff that you got to do, and she wasn't like I love my mom. My mom was an amazing mom. So don't get me wrong, but she was very strict. She had her ways. She was a teacher. She was very like by the book. You do this, you do that. And so because of that, like she's always instilled in me, if you know you're not doing your best, if you could do your best and you know you're not doing your best, then you do your best. And so in my mind, I'm like, I could be doing this, I could be going doing that, doing this, and then doing this and that, and I'm not because I'm either my mind somewhere else or I'm in my own head or some whatever the hell. And so I know for me, I sometimes can get in my I can go in my little space where I'll retreat, and so you guys will be like, where is Tyler? Um, and so I want to do better with that and not be that like I'm like of course I'm gonna take breaks, of course I'll take breaks, but I don't want to be like I was a couple months ago where like I'll make a video every day but you will never see me do a live again because that was weird and I mean that's how I perceived it. Now probably didn't mean anything past that and I'm probably like reading too much into it, but again that's just me being critical of myself. Really think I'm glad I can help. I really am. um, but yeah, no. People have told me I'm very hard on myself. And that's the thing. But I'm just like, but if you want to, thank you so much, Morgan. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm hard on myself because I want to give you guys the best, and I want to do the best for myself. And so that's why I'm hard on myself. It's not like I'm just like hard. It's just how I am. Um, but yeah, mm-mm. No, trust me, I'm not. Trust me, the one thing you'll get from me, I'm not fake. Like, I can't be fake. Even if I tried to be fake, I can't be fake because you'll get it out of me, right? Like, I've tried being that, like, everything's okay, and you guys will see me in the next video be like, we're gonna burn the house down. It'll be like, one moment I'm like, yeah, 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 and the next one like, so it's you're gonna get what you get from me. You're not gonna I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Um, but there was something I wanted to address, but I didn't want to bring drama on the channel. But I just want to address this so that like for the future, you guys know where my heart is. You guys know who I am, and you guys know where my intentions lie, no matter what. So early this morning, I had a comment from I know one of my longtime subscribers, and it was something that I was talking about in the last stream um, about a certain TV show, and I was talking about how they switched a certain character and how I was just kind of like I didn't get why they would do that based on the symbolism of said character, but they took it as a way as me kind of sending bias to a certain group of people. Here's the thing. I have no bias to any sort of group of people. I don't care what color skin you are. I mean, I've experienced more bias in my life. Like, why would I give that to somebody else? But I have no bias towards no group of people. Everybody's welcome here. There's not one person on this. That's not one person on the earth that's not welcome here, unless they've child. If you do anything to hurt kids, get out. But other than that, like everybody's welcome here. Everybody. Um, and if sometimes I may put my foot in my mouth, that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie, sweethearts. That's gonna happen. I, I'm not. How do I say this? I have no hate in my heart. I have no I have no malice in my heart. Sometimes I just say stupid shit. Like I'm human. Like we all sometimes just say we shouldn't have said that shit. Um, but at the same time, like you know, there's certain things that I know people will nitpick or find something and be like, "Oh, you meant to say this," and I'm just like, "How do you know what I meant to say if you're not me? Like, I can tell you what I meant to say, but that's not what I meant to say. My intentions were to say this, this, and this, not to offend you. And if I did offend you, I sincerely apologize, but that was never my thing." And so, like, I'm not gonna get into specifics of it because I don't, like I said, I don't want to bring the drama, but I just want people to know where my heart is. Like, I have no bias against anybody. I judge you based on what type of energy and what type of mannerisms and action and intentions you bring to me. That's how I gauge what kind of person you are. So if you can't, so if I don't know you, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I can't really determine whether I feel this way about you, or I can't. That's just how I am. I have to know you. I have to talk to you to form any sort of bias or any sort of opinion of you. So, or any group of people. So it is what it is. So, I mean, but I saw that and I was just like, come on, man. Like, you've known. I've been doing. Like, why would I do that now? Like, um, but yeah. It was something that I just wanted to address because it's just like I don't want this to because, and I've seen that a lot. People, will say something stupid. A lot of people will say something stupid. They're like, he did this. She should. I'm like, nah, he's an idiot. Maybe just he just shouldn't have said that. Just maybe he should just put his foot in his mouth. So. But yeah, I'm not a person that likes drama. And like I said, it hurt me more because I knew the person had been there for a while. They had been subscribed for a while, and the fact that that would like, I was like, that wasn't my intention at all. Like I was just trying to explain why I didn't like this. Like, but um, it is what it is, man. Like I love people. I really do. And no, I take it back. I love and I hate people sometimes. It's like like I love people, and then some days I can't stand them. It's human. We're human. Like everybody's the same way. It's like one day we love them, one day we can't stand them. So it is what it is. But I judge people based on what they bring me. If you bring me negativity, then that's how I judge you. If you bring me positivity, that's how I judge you. No biases here. I don't want and I don't welcome that in my space. I don't welcome racism. I don't welcome sexism. I don't welcome that in my space. That's not here. That's never going to be here. And so, um, it just I don't want people to feel uncomfortable here. That's not why I do this. That's not why I make ASMR. Like, you know. So yeah, Mickey D stab people. Listen, let me tell you something about Mickey D's. Um, Mickey D's has done me wrong too many times. I and so I got I I'm pretty sure people are sick of watching my Instagram. I stopped doing like the complaint Instagram stories because I would go on Instagram and I'll start complaining about crap that's going on, and then and just Mickey D's. That's just been my target. Like I've been attacking, anyways, because they did me wrong. Um, but anyways, what had happened? Uh, so I ordered a sundae at McDonald's. Now, what's on a sundae, people? Ice cream, hot fudge, maybe a little peanuts, and a cherry, right? Yeah. You wanna know what Mickey D's gave me? They took the plastic, they put some soft serve ice cream, and said, "Here you go." That was it. That was a sundae, just ice cream. Sundae gate. Mm? And so I was just like, I get this is a cheap sundae, but like put some effort. Like just put some chocolate. You just gotta put some chocolate. That's all you gotta do. I wasn't even going to like put chocolate and I'm good. Then you put the chocolate. You put the chocolate, iced milk, and it's just like, you know what? And I should have been appreciative that their ice cream machine was even working that day. I should have been way more appreciative for that. But I got so mad. Like I was like, why am I mad at this? Like, cause I was looking forward to ice cream, and I was just like, you know what? McDonald's is right there. Why not? It's okay. Right now. I took that ice cream. I threw it. I just like, and I just sat in my own pity. No, I ate it. I ate it. I ate it like the sad human being I was. I was. Y'all seen it was that meme of Ronald McDonald eating the fries when he's crying like that was me eating the sundae. That's a terrible joke. Um, Negative ice cream vibes. I love ice cream. Um, go to Ben and Jerry's for ice cream. I could. Um, no, there's a No, there's another Mickey D's episode I had. Um, what was it? What did I order? What did I order? What did I order? I'm trying to think because I got so mad at this. Like, okay, so I ordered a 10 piece, no, 20-piece chicken nugget. I ordered a large fry and a large Coke. By the way, I have not eaten Mickey D's in over a month. I'm not trying to go back. It just messes my stomach up. I don't know. But anyways, I ordered 20-piece chicken nuggets, some French fries, and a large Coke. Tell me why I had a Big Mac and some apples in that bag, and I'm like, ma'am, I love y'all, but that's 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 not even close. I was like, ma'am, this isn't even close. And then she got mad at me, and I'm like, why are you mad at me? Like, what? Um, but yeah, like, what I'm gonna do with the apples? I'm like, do I look seven to you or some shit? Like, I'm like, you could have just gave me, like, you gave me the Coke. Why didn't you just give me a thing of milk while you were at it so we can really make this a joke? Anyways, and it's anyways. Um, so like Mickey D's, so McDonald's and me aren't. Do I like Turkish people? Of course I like Turkish people. I love Turkish people. Um, but yeah, Mickey D's. Apple first. Here's the thing. Yes, if it was a whole apple, I'd be like, bruh, y'all trying to get me healthy up in Mickey D's. All right, all right. But when it's sliced, like the next thing you can do with that is just give me some peanut butter on the side. We can make some ants in a log. By the way, ants in a log with usually with celery, but I put it with apples because I can't take celery. I'm sorry, I don't like celery. Yeah, the apples are sliced. They're like the sliced, peeled apples, like the apples you would give your kid when he got off of school. But it's just like, hey Johnny, you ready for a snack? It's like, yeah, mom, I got you a healthy snack right here. Apples and peanut butter. All right. Does it come with Capri Sun? You betcha. And I'm like, how old am I? Like two? And so so obviously I felt insulted. But anyways, yeah, that was Mickey D's. I have a toxic relationship with Popeyes though. That's the truth. I have a terrible, I have a toxic relationship with Popeyes, and it's not even funny. And if I want to live to see 60, I need to stop eating it. Yeah, it ain't even the chicken sandwiches, sweetie. It's the chicken sandwich. I've had actually had three chicken sandwiches this week. That's not good. But no, geez, we've been live for a while. I've been eating. I'll just give me a 3 piece, and I'm just gone. I'm just like my stomach is like, you need to. I need the apple slices instead. You need to be a healthy type, exactly. But yeah, it's bad. It's a toxic relationship. I know she isn't good for me, but it's just so hard to give it up. It's like Subway. It's just like, and I'm just like, but yeah, but yeah, this is me. Some corn. Yeah, I really do. Like, it's not even funny. I go to Reiki. Like, what's your problem? Listen, I can't get over this one thing. I just can't get over this one thing, and I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like I can't sleep or whatever. It's like, it's okay. Like, relationships are hard to get over. Sometimes you gotta work through it. It's like, you don't understand. I go there every day. I go there almost every day. It's like a routine now. And they're thinking I'm talking about a woman, and then when the like psychologists realize I'm talking about Popeyes, they're like, oh, so you belong in a mental institution? Yes, yes. Um, you walk into Popeyes Popeyes with like a stick of sage and be like, "What do you do? Are you smudging at a Popeyes? I gotta get the demons out of here. I gotta get the demons out." And they're just like, "You ever calling the cops?" Oh my god, bruh. No man. See, but that's the thing with me. Like, I claim I know I need to start eating healthy, but like, I don't. Like, it's yeah. But I love food, so there's my Achilles heel. Um, what else? What else? What else? Before, because I think we're 7:52, so I'm being for a couple more minutes. Take the scissors. Here's the thing, people. There's certain things that people are gonna be like. I still have a dietitian. I just lie to her. Um, I still have a dietitian. I have a nutritionist. I just lie. She's like, "Are you having 3 meals a day?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, and it's not me being. Well, here's the thing, because I can't have 3 meals a day because I have Crohn's. My stomach right now is still active. Like, although I am on medication like prednisone and this painkiller I take, my Crohn's is still active. So I still kind of deal with pain a little bit. And what if she's watching? Bro, that would be a twist. She called me tomorrow and be like, "You lied." It's like 3 meals at Popeyes. You think that's a joke? You think that's a joke? But there was this one time. Anyways, you think it's a joke until you see me one day and you're like, "Boy, you need to stop." I was like, "No, I know." But like, let me switch it up with pizza. So I got pizza the other night, and that didn't go so well. But yeah, my stomach is still active. So if I eat the wrong thing or eat too much of something, it'll start acting up, and so I try to like I eat maybe 2 meals a day, and if I'm like today, I haven't. This is gonna sound terrible, but I haven't really eaten today either. I have food to eat after, but I haven't eaten today, so I'll maybe eat 2 meals, 1 meal, and she's just like, "Are you eating 3 meals a day?" I'm like, "Yes," but yeah, the only thing I'm not. She's eating KFC. Listen, sometimes have a good night. Sometimes there, sometimes fried chicken is essential. Like, you don't understand. Like, sometimes fried chicken is so essential that it's just a lifeline. Especially when like the day, like when you have a bad day, especially when you have a bad day, like life is just doing you wrong. Your woman walked out on you. Nobody's just giving you the love that you need. Your mom, your dad called you a failure and kicked you out the house. You know where you go? Fried chicken. Fried chicken. Fried chicken will love you. Fried chicken won't do you wrong. Fried chicken won't sleep with that dude next door that you thought was your friend, but turns out he had a thing for your girl, and now she's gone. Fried chicken wouldn't do that to you. I was waiting for the comment. Who hurt you? Anyways, no. This sad. Like, oh, like I have a bucket of fried chicken and be like, "Yeah, betray me," and it's like, what? Um, get out of the house. It's like, have you had plant-based KFC? I have not. I want to try it though. Bruh, I don't want to be. Listen, as much as I'm talking about it right now, don't put me as a face of fried chicken because I can't recover from that. Like, don't put me like, "Love that chicken for Popeyes." I don't want to be doing that because I ain't gonna come back from that. Because I guarantee you, I'm not gonna leave that. They're gonna be like, "Ken fried vegan." Ooh, I want to check. I'll check it out. I blame Sunday. Bruh. Y'all understand? Mickey D's it scarred me for life. Like I'm juice fast. That's actually here's the thing. I would do a cleansing if I didn't do a cleansing last week, but a juice fast isn't a bad idea. But I already did I did like a clear liquid diet cleansing last week. So like I don't want to cleanse no more. I did enough cleansing. Like I don't know, but yeah. Could I juice fried chicken? Let me tell you something right now, man. I if you figure out how to do that, call me. Now, I won't particularly participate in the action of juicing fried chicken, but if you let me know what it tastes like, it may taste like chicken. But no, um, but yeah, man. Like that sounds like something you would see on like the Amanda Show or all of that, where they're like, "Today we're juicing fried chicken." It's like, wait, what? We juice everything. There was some. There was something. I don't know. There was a show. Either it was a sketch comedy show or something, where they would juice everything. It's like we said we can juice it. I'm like really, we can juice it, and then they'll make no. That's Portlandia. That's what it was. Portlandia. I was like, which sketch comedy show where basically they would just juice everything or they pickled everything or something? Because I remember Portlandia did the we can pickle it. I'm like, please don't do that. Don't stop. But yeah. Um, how did I pick my YouTube name? Um, I it's like I went bye bye. That was weird. Um, anyways, I have YouTube is like you've been on too long. Get off. So anyways, it's going like 8 o'clock anyway. So I'm gonna be back here on Monday anyway. Um, damn, you're not supposed to be. Yeah, no, I make terrible eating decisions. I'll own up to that. Um, it's like, see, that's why I need a wife. I need a wife that's going to tell me what to eat and what not to eat. And be like, you can eat this fried chicken, Tyler, or you can have this fruit salad and some good stuff, and you'll feel healthy. But source didn't source. I don't have a wife, so I'm gonna make bad decisions until I get one. Anyways, that's my philosophy. I ain't got a wife yet, so I'm gonna make bad decisions until I get one. Do I live in California? I did once, but I don't anymore. An unhealthy wife then? Look, I try. Like listen, I'm gonna try to marry a health freak. No, I'm not. I'm gonna try to marry a health freak. I'm saying that, but I won't. And see if I can get my life back in shape. And be like, listen, sweetie, the only reason why I'm marrying you is one, I need to get my life back in shape. I need to find a wife. Um, I've been thinking about doing mail order. Man, I've always no, cause um, I saw that when I was a kid. There's things called mail order brides, and I'm like, how does that work? And I'm just like, I'd be like, hey, I know you probably don't understand why you're here and who I am, but we're married. And then you wake up, and this woman is gone, and you're just like, I call my best friend up, hey, dude, she left me. He's like, how much you paid for? Don't say that. That's not right. No one needs to know this. That's not cool. Um, don't do mail order brides. Please don't do mail order brides. I forgot her name. What's her name? Oh man, she had some name I couldn't pronounce. So I just called her. I just called her Phoebe. Did she like being called Phoebe? Hell no, she didn't like called Phoebe. She got mad every time I called her that, but I didn't know what else to go with it. So I just said, "Hey Phoebe, what you want to eat?" Stop calling me Phoebe. I thought we was meant to be. I thought we were gonna be together forever. Apparently, it was less than 24 hours. And she didn't even leave a note. I don't do stand-up comedy. I should. And she didn't even do it. She didn't leave a note. It's like the cops like knock on your door, say, because they think you did some illegal, some sex trafficking and stuff. It's like, wait, I can explain. I got the marriage certificate right here. She's legal. Oh my god. Do I have a type? Oh god, I go for nerdy girls. I tend to go for very nerdy type of girls. But but to say I really have a specific type, I really don't. Like I date, if we vibe, we vibe. But man, the way things are getting right now, man, Mellow or Bride don't sound that bad right now. Like shit, man, the relationships are tough. Like so, like man, one moment you think you found the love of your life, next moment she flies away. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I need to get a mail order bride. Be like, hey, I'll pay you $50 a week if you just like put up with me. It's like we can work up to the other stuff, but just so you don't leave. Do I? So you, I don't live in Washington. um, but yeah. So like I know I need to get off the stream because I've been here for a while, but like I'm having too much fun. So this is kind of the price you guys are paying here. Um, but yeah, this is I had to. I love doing this. We have to do these streams more often because this is just too much fun. Like joking with you guys. Um, I'll try to have more topics to discuss rather just going in blind and being like we're gonna talk about this and just start talking about zodiac signs for the. I love y'all so much. You guys don't even know. Like I really do. Um, damn, just came back. Like I'm telling you, man. Like I need, like you need to leave. I know, I need to leave. Um, today we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Next, we're going to talk about stocks. Next, we're going to talk about the spy who shagged me. I don't know, like just yeah. And now I'm hungry because we talked about food. I'm hungry too. Stocks, stonks. That's Jesus Christ. This week has been very just. This week's been lit. This week has just been lit. Twitter's been lit. People have been crazy. It's been amazing. I've just been enjoying the ride. Like one moment something else is happening, then someone else is getting pissed off at some spy kid. They just someone's pissed off at somebody for doing this. There's people shutting down different apps because they don't want us to get in on the action. Haters. Um, can't purchase Dogecoin because there's a whole bunch of other stuff that you gotta get verified for. Haters. Um, Bitcoin is too high to purchase. Haters. Um, they shut down the GameStop stock. Haters. Haters. That's all we dealt with this year. This week is just a bunch of haters and people that don't want us to be great. And so like that's basically so yeah. This week is just crazy. Um, uh, sandwich. Yeah, I gotta eat. Anyway, yeah. They don't want us to be great 2021. They don't want us to be in great 2021. Hashtag stock market. Hashtag hedge funds. Oh my god. But nah, man. Rap for y'all. I can't flow, y'all. I'm one of the. God gave me a voice to sing, but the flow he didn't give. He was just like, listen, you gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna give you this, but I won't give you this. I'm like, wait, why not? And here I am. So I can't rap. Now you can, of course, it takes practice. I'll have to practice and keep doing it, but I, it's, I'm not proud of it, y'all. I'm not. But anyways, but I can do other things. So I'm gifted in other things. Like I was saying, like people are like, "What do you do for your skincare?" I was like, "I don't have a skincare routine, people. Like I do the bare minimum. Um, but my skin's nice, but my stomach's messed up. So there's a balance. So it's just like I might have good skin, but I can't eat anything for shit. So how are you still streaming? I'm having too much fun. That's why I'm still streaming. I don't know how to get off. Like I want to get off, but then I just keep having fun and keep talking, and I just that's the thing. That's why when people ask me, why do you do this all the time? Why are you making videos a lot? Why do you keep making videos every single day? Because I love this. It's like this is fun. Like I love engaging with you guys. That's why I want to do it more often. But I actually have to eat something, or like my body is going to be like, fool, you are going to die. It's like, and you think this is bad? Wait till I start twitching. Like, can you get offline, Tyler? It's like you have a life. It's like, no, no life. This is my life. But yeah, I'm gonna be back. I will be back on Monday. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do streams 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and probably do like twice a week with Twitch. Because we will do this. We will do this. And earlier there were furries outside my house. Are we talking about the furries? Are we talking about like animals like furries? Or are we talking about the other furries that were just like, I mean, whatever you're into, you're cool with. Like it doesn't bother me. But oh, the other furries. I mean, whatever you're into, man. If you want to explore territories, explore different territories, I can. Hey, man, do you? But if you wish to keep that door closed, that's okay too. Man, it's always talk. Man, food is always the topic, man. That's always the topic. But anyways, I gotta go because I have to literally eat and be healthy and actually tend to my own needs instead of being like, "Hi, hey guys." But I will be back on Monday. I will make sure I'm back on Monday, and I will be here to annoy the hell out of you guys again. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me for this stream. And again, take care. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good weekend.